Another beautiful episode of The Youth and the Nation on Cream Radio and TV. And today I have a very interesting topic for you. As usual, trust me now, I'm the girl with the vibe and I have so many interesting stuff for you. But today's topic is something I feel like we all need to sit and talk about because it's something that is actually affecting me. Yeah, in a way affecting you also in a way that you like it or not. But before I go into the food juice, you already know what it is. It's Mandarat, and yes, I'm your beautiful host. Take it and please, I'm fine, thank you. Okay, yeah, today we'll be discussing on a very nice topic. But as usual, I won't be the only one that is going to give you the full gist of this particular topic. Neither will I be the only one that will actually, you understand, shed more light on what we have to expect. So let me, before I actually introduce my guest, let me give you an hint on what the topic is about. So yeah, the topic is independence. I'm sorry, it's self-independence must for we youth. You understand? Like for example, I know there's this urgency of we youth like that we want to move out of our parents' house. You understand? I'm like, I'm grown. I'm a man. I'm a woman. I should be able to take care of myself. I should be able to do this, do that. Okay, and all the stuff that comes with it. But the truth is there something that is attached to we leaving our parents out, or if you like it's something that is a must for everyone? You understand? Before I even enter this, let me introduce my guest to you first. Alright, so beautiful people, how are you doing? Let me start with the girl.
Alright.
Alright, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Yahaya Bashira.
Yahya Bashira,
Yes.
you're welcome on the show.
Thank you.
Alright, Mr. Why you smell like a woman like this? Alright, introduce yourself, please.
Alright, my name is Ajibola Olanu.
Alright, Jibala Lanori, you're welcome to the show. So yeah, today on this program, I actually said something before, and I was trying to give us an hint about this youth self-independence that we all clamor for. You understand? So I mean, let's all try to relate to this. I mean, we feel like we are all mature to a certain age, right? We feel like, okay, yes, now I should be able to do this by myself. I should be able to do that by myself. So there's always the need to actually start with the first step, which you feel like that has to be with moving out of our parents' house. You understand?
Yeah.
So that moves me to the first question. The first question goes like, at what age do you actually feel like, okay, yes, I'm matured enough to start living on my own? Let me start with Ola, because Ola is looking at me like, what's wrong with you? You can't tell me the woman no. Yes, now. Oh yeah, so that's how I'm facing.
At what age
Yeah,
can you live your own? Can you be financially free or independent?
yeah, like I feel like
basically?
you're actually leaving your parents' house. Like I'm done. Mom, see, I'm done.
I would say when you're at least when you are done with school, like you have your BSc and you think you can afford some things on your own, because it's not easy to actually, you can't just leave home without having something backup
Definitely.
plan. When you have stable income, I think that's the best time for you to leave the home.
As long as you have a steady income.
Yeah, a
So that
stable
means
income.
there is no age limit there. As long as you have a stable income is the word.
Yes. And you are mature enough, at least 18 now.
18 is matured.
Yeah, now 18 is okay now. When you are
Bible
18,
say.
you are mature enough now. You are ripe enough.
My dear, if you say so, that age, I feel like that age sometimes doesn't really work. I'm even sure. I don't understand.
18. I don't think we use that age range in Nigeria. Like an 18-year-old abroad can say, I'm an adult, I can do what I want, I can move out if I want to. But in Nigeria, at 18, you're probably still writing jam.
Definitely. I was trying to look at the guy like,
You're probably still writing jam. Who's going to sponsor your university
yeah,
education?
you.
So I think although some people finish earlier, that's not we're not ruling that out. Some people finish secondary school earlier, 15, 16. But averagely you still find 18 years old writing jam generally. So I think for moving out there is no specific age.
Okay.
Yeah. If we put age, it's like putting pressure on people to say at this certain age you should be on your own, you should be making it, and everybody's timeline in life is different.
It's different.
It's different. So I feel like moving out should be at your own convenience. When you feel like you can take care of yourself, because people know like outside is expensive.
Outside is expensive.
Outside is
hard.
expensive.
Yes.
So at a point where you feel like you can afford your basic needs, housing, shelter, food.
So
Yes.
the age does not matter.
The age does not matter.
In as much you can afford, you are capable. You think you are.
Also,
you
I
can,
think even if an 18-year-old can afford that kind of thing, I feel like for me personally,
people are
I feel like
18 and they are
still,
making
they
riches.
still need
Parent guidance.
sort of guidance. So
Because
yes.
sorry to say, oh, I like that 18. Like, look for that, because that 18 is, because let's be honest, like you said.
When you are 18, you are ripe enough for you. You
Yes.
have the right, freedom of
Yes,
anything.
yeah, you have the right,
No
but then
doubt.
according to what she said, some people are actually still writing down. Some are not even done with university, you understand?
Yes.
Not talk of you even being able to
Like,
fend for yourselves and
what
like.
if
So apart
Person
from
don't go to
finance,
school at all.
sef, there's also the emotional maturity
Yeah,
to live on your own, to deal with
definitely.
situations. If
Because-
if a fire breaks out in your house and you're living alone,
I mean,
do you know what to do?
It's cold outside.
You
Yeah,
start from
yeah.
somewhere now.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can still learn it from home. Like if you are not matured enough to live on your own, to fend for yourself, to arrange your life. There are some people that their life is not even sorted out.
Definitely.
They,
So
they have money, but they don't know
what to do
when
with
to wake
it,
up,
what to
what
yes.
to do, how to eat, how to prepare food,
Mhm.
how to manage money,
I mean-
how to manage time. So all these things come into play.
Definitely. Speak of people that are actually used to having everything, you understand, the platter of go probably like they have different maids and the like. I'm like, you sure this work actually live on his own? You should, like, my dear, what am I even saying? Let me even use Lagos as an example. You are what? You're 18 years, okay, fine. You feel like okay, probably you're done with university and all, and you feel like you can actually live on your own. My dear, it's just one person that will teach you a lesson. They will not tell you before you go back to your parents' house. My dear, I feel like that age, that 18 years even out of it. The word is if you are actually ripe enough, like intelligently, like maturity wise and the likes, yes, you can actually like
And
still
financially stable, very
yeah,
important.
my dear,
Yes.
very sorry about that.
Yeah.
Financially stable. Because my dear, I know how that stuff is now because seriously I never understood this till I kind of understand even from my parents. I'm like, okay, so now my money, like everything I spend and everything is based on what I have. Not like me expecting for my parents, you understand? Like my dad doesn't necessarily fend for me anymore, you understand? So in a way I feel like I have responsibilities, I have siblings, and now I know how it feels. I'm like, I'm not even a man. And they tell me to be a man is not, I beg shift. And I'm like, well, to be a man is not a day's job too, you understand? Alright, so speaking of, you're not talking about peer pressure, and that actually leads me to something. There's someone that I know that is up to like 45 years, you understand? And this particular man has been living with his parents. I mean, you understand? He literally lived with his parents. Not like he was living with them out of probably because he didn't have any place to go, but then he got a job where his parents were situated, you understand? So he had no other choice than to go live with them. So having lived with them, he met someone that he fell in love with. They got married, but then the truth was he was actually building his own house. You understand? So it wasn't like he was just staying in his parents'
there
house for
without
fun or anything.
future.
And I'm like, okay, yes. If the first question that comes to mind, I mean, when people like 40 years, regardless, now for at least go and take probably a one-room apartment, and I'm like,
Yes.
I feel like, is it that this man did not actually bow to peer pressure, or the man had a go?
So okay.
I feel he has a purpose for that. Probably because he feels if he goes out to rent another get another house, his house won't be sorted out quickly, earlier as possible. So it's still nice since he has a purpose for doing what he does. So it's nice. It's okay.
So it's like at 40, everybody will expect that you
Mhm.
started your own life on your own,
Yeah,
away from your parents.
right.
But for this particular person, according to your story, he had a plan. So if there is a plan, then there's not really anything anybody can say. For him, he's seeing a goal that he's building his house, and all his resources at that time was probably going into building his house so that he can move and not be paying rent to somebody else. And then I don't know why people always make it like for Nigerians, a lot of us, like if I suffer something, if another person does not suffer the same thing there, the person should not be successful. It's like if I suffer there, you too
That's
must
the
suffer.
mentality.
That
Before you
before
grow.
you know that you are successful, you must have suffered. So everybody does not have to suffer. If he has a parent that probably has a big house that can accommodate him and his family up until he can move out to his own,
And his wife does
And
not
his
have
wife
problem with
does not have a
it
problem
because
with
that
it,
point
yes,
is very
yes, yes.
important.
and
I'm
his
coming
wife
there,
can
I'm coming there.
accommodate that kind of arrangement, then there's no problem.
Alright, so Ola, based on this little story
Yes,
that
yes.
just dropped now, let me now face you. Ola, so you're telling me that you can actually live with your parents?
For me personally,
For me personally,
No,
even
I
after
can't.
being married,
No,
no,
I
you
won't do
can,
that.
regardless of whether you have your house,
I won't do that.
you don't
I
have
won't
that.
do that. No.
If your parent has like a big house that okay,
That has
they
plenty
have
rooms,
mini
so-
flats. No, not even rooms. There's some houses that have mini flats.
Exactly.
Situations
mini
can
flats.
warrant it, but for me particularly looking into it, your mother and your wife there will be a lot of calamity in the
No
house.
way.
Serious.
No way.
Serious. Most times, to balance women naturally to balance one and the other,
I
they
say-
will now start saying, mommy, stuffs like that. A lot of stuff might
get
happen
you.
between you guys. So best thing is just get
Yeah.
your own apartment, stay there. Your house is still there. You can still work things together with it. It doesn't matter. You may not stay at your family house. It's not necessary.
Also, there's a clause here. He got a job close to. See, all this is coming to play.
You got
And
a
everybody
job
has
close to his
personal.
house.
Make personal decisions according to your situation.
He can stay there and get an apartment for his wife
That's
and
what I'm saying.
children.
That is his choice, and then for me, I feel like he made a smart choice. If they didn't have problem, like
Hey,
if they didn't have problem,
That's why I say it's left to the woman.
yes, if
It's
they
left to the
didn't have
woman.
problem.
Like you, okay, I
But
married
I hope
you.
he did not force his wife to stay with his family.
Wait, now I'm actually come to that though. So Bashir, you know how they asked Ola. So
Alright.
Bashir personally, I told him that you don't have a problem with your man taking it to his parents out. I'm like, babe, I know we're married, but let's just, let's
Let's
enjoy.
chill,
Let's chill in my parents' house. So you understand?
Situation. Never say
Situation.
never. I never
You
say
never
never.
say never.
Yes. For me personally, obviously that's not something I want,
Mhm.
but never say never.
As long as you feel like, as long as he's actually building the house. What if he didn't tell you that he's actually building the house?
Oh, why would you not tell me everything?
Oh, some people like surprises. I
What
mean,
kind of
you
surprise?
understand?
Somebody I'm married to. Look, you
No,
view that
you might,
started.
you understand?
What
Maybe just
kind
like,
of
you know what? Let me surprise my wife with this house. So let's say he didn't
anybody
tell you.
anybody I get married to, we know that I don't like that kind of surprise.
So my dear, you don't have surprise at all.
Not like I don't like surprises, but that's something is a major project. You know, except maybe I'm getting married to somebody that is very, very well, that you can just blink and say I bought a house. But if that is not the case, and we are planning our finances, and you have to make me live with your family, that should not be a surprise.
Sorry,
We
question.
should-
Is
we
the
should-
house we are moving to close to the job?
The house that I'm
To-
moving to.
to-
Yeah, kinda.
It's close to.
Yeah, go. What if it's not close? What happen?
So what is the reason staying with my mother when the house we are moving to later is not close to the
Yeah,
place
that's
I'm
that.
working?
But actually, this one is close by. This one is close by. And again, I feel like as long as the clause there is there, that is his wife, which means he's not only looking
not
after
only his
himself
decision.
again. Exactly. He already has someone that he has to look after.
Mm.
He has no issue or no say in that particular matter. Okay. Alright. So having said that, I feel like the second question is: should parents leave their kids to stay with them as long as they can till they're financially stable? You understand? I know of parents these days that go like, in fact, they don't even need to tell you. If I yet, as I come to say, you must buy this, you must buy that. You understand? They feel like as long as you are still under
Yeah.
their roof, my dear, you must, how will I put it, impute in everything they do in the house. You understand? I remember there was time down. I just finished university, and my mom was like, you come. And like, okay, this woman wants to start something. I already know. And she's like, where are you coming from? I said, I just went out to see my friend. You went out to see your friend. You cannot buy Nari Magbe, you are coming. You cannot buy tomato paste. Isn't it? This one chill on top waiting. So just take a stroll out to see my friend. Now you have to, my dear, since that day, if I make any single mistake, it's not your fault. I know that is buying this. I know that is buying that. I'm like, this woman doesn't know that she's specializing me in a way. Because I feel like this stuff, she's telling me that, girl, you're staying, you're welcome in this house.
No, she feels you are earning something, so you have to
I'm
contribute.
earning what?
You have to contribute to
God,
the
you forget
house.
what I said. I just finished university. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now? So it's not like my choice, but at that age, you understand? I feel like because I'm a girl, I can still understand. But let's take it to the part of a guy. I feel like guys these days get more intimidated and pressured because I mean the rate at which we even see 13-year-old already leaving home to go and stay with their friends, you understand, to do all stuff illegal things. They don't even go there at all. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I feel like this whole stuff, should parents just try to just chill, you understand? Things are not smart, let's be honest with ourselves. Not like we are not trying our best, but then some of us really want to go into bad things, you understand? So should our parents just chill for us, you understand, till we can actually afford to move out, or those pressurizing things are actually needed?
The pressure is very important because if they don't put it in you, you won't think straight. You just
that
feel
my head will
comfortable.
not be straight.
You
that
just feel
coconut
comfortable,
head.
like I'm saying, since nobody is sending me away from here now, I can still stay here till time. Sure you
do
get.
Is there actually someone that wants to stay in his parents' house for forever?
I don't
See, there are a lot of people like that. When they feel
No
convenient
way, no.
and comfortable, they just chill.
So yes, I get that people are different, and then some people don't actually want to be responsible. But for the large majority of people, I think parents contribute somehow to the pressure of youth, like to move out, and then also to do illegal stuff to get money. It's like oh, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. Why your mates are earning this, your mates are doing this for their parents, your mates are doing so and so. So it puts pressure on that child to want to do better. Sometimes when they're not even prepared to move out, they're like, "Ah, I have to go and prove to my parents or to my mother or to my father that yes, I can be successful, I can do stuff." My perspective is, those people that we call trust fund kids. People that are rich, they don't send their children out. They don't send their children out. They like when they give us a child, they prepare an account,
Yeah, an account for
the
the
child
kids.
to
I feel
grow.
like that's what's very important.
So I feel like if you have the means, the
Yeah.
best thing you can give your child is soft landing, connection, good education. If you can even give them startups to help them on their feet. Like I said before, we don't need to suffer. Everybody does not. I don't believe in push
Generational
pressure.
suffering.
Everybody should go and if you have suffered for your money. If I suffer to make money, I will want my child to have better. The things my parents gave me, they did not have it growing up. A lot of the things they gave me, they did not have
Yeah.
it growing up. And there are things I see that I want to do for my children that I probably did not have growing up. So
Okay.
it's like we are looking to make our children better, to give our children better than we had, not to make them suffer. So that you can say, yes. The thing is, give them the best of training you can give them. Give them whatever you can. That's what I believe, that if I have a child, if I have money, I will set my child up for that. Like, there's no need for you to suffer. If I can make things easier for you, I don't get the point of saying, move out of my house. If the child is not inconveniencing you and the child is actually striving, that's this thing. You don't even have to send the child out to make the child realize that they need to do some things. Obviously, they'll not stay in your house forever. And you self, you can die in this day. So if you push them out, and that's why people are always running after parents' property. If you set your child up for life, like I know people that are wealthy, a very wealthy man, he died and then his properties are just laying there. All the children are made, they're probably abroad.
Aww.
So nobody's chasing after his own property. So
seriously.
it's there. So if you can give your children soft landing, please give them.
Dude,
No,
seriously.
they're not
Seriously, I feel like that story really helps you know, that
From,
trust
from what
woman.
she's saying,
Yes.
before a parent will tell a child you go out and they must have at least given the
Not all.
child
No.
education, everything he needs to some level before they can tell you to start. Parents are not wicked now, they are not devil now. They
No,
understand
we're not
what is
saying
going
they
on.
are.
They're devil.
Yeah, I get, but from what she's saying, like at least before somebody can tell you, oh yeah, you to leave my house, go so and so. It might as you will think you have at least you have something doing. Maybe you have handwork, you are educated already. What else do you
But I'm
want?
saying if the child is not inconveniencing you,
The child is not inconvenience. You. I feel like there's no need for child to
you
actually
don't need
move
to
out.
push the
You
person
understand?
out.
No,
Especially
No,
sometimes
you
if
cannot- you can't-
especially if you know that the person is not very fit enough. Like if I'm starting a business now, maybe I'm so
You can support him, just make him think about something else. You can support him, okay, daddy.
you don't
I
have to
some-
move out. You can still be giving the child food and shelter. You don't have
exactly,
to be
and
paying rent.
you don't have to be giving the person money or anything.
You don't have to give the
You
person
understand?
money.
But at least food, shelter, those
That's
vital
all.
stuff can still be there.
At this
I mean,
age now, nobody gives me. I don't want to say nobody. Sometimes my mother they help me, but nobody. they don't give me like monthly allowance or stuff
Not
like that.
again.
Every-
Yes, no.
yes, all this kind of stuff. But at least if I'm home, can I not say I should not stay in my father's house?
Yeah,
It's
you
not
feel at
possible.
home.
but honestly, I feel like this is because we sometimes more than our age. You understand? Because
Yes.
how do you expect someone probably at the age of 20 or 21 who has been fending, or probably let's say even 16, because there's some things that I know when I was like in GSS 3, I was already getting for myself, and stuff still surprising me and my dad to date, because I mean then we were actually having our own issues and every family blah blah blah. But then I remember that there were times that I'm not saying my dad didn't actually try, but there were my daddy to date can count things that I've asked for him throughout my secondary school days, even my university days. He sometimes tell me, how do you do it? And it's probably because of those days when things were hard. I actually got to build myself, you understand? I'm like, okay, I'm getting this stuff for myself, you understand? So whatever it gets me or not, don't worry, I'll
So
just
that
find
situation
my
you were
way.
in,
Do
would
you
you want your
understand?
children to fend for themselves?
Yeah,
like that?
exactly, you understand? So
No.
I feel like though I don't know his other plans, but I can tell you that it doesn't. Probably after like we finished university and all those stuff coming here, my daddy already like, girl, I'm washing my hands off you, and I'm like, okay, sure, you understand. But then I feel like sometimes let's be honest with ourselves, even if you decide that you want to go out, that finance is very important. And let's even come down to those agents. Ola, if I feel like you have good experience with that. No, so I feel like houses, people have made houses look so how will I put it, so expensive. They begin to wonder. I don't understand. Is it that?
Everything, not just
No,
house.
seriously. I mean, someone took me to one apartment one time. In my head, okay, let me do big guess. My big apartment too. I said, I was so bigger than that place, and they called it for me like 100K. I know what, I chill. I look at the person. Please, where's the toilet and the bedroom in this place? Sorry, where am I going to take her? Not like this is the door. When you take, like, you go straight, then you take your left. The 3 blocks away is your toilet. What? Okay, so you want me to go outside the compound, take my bath on top 100K? My dear, that 100K, if I take it to one village, I can buy land. No, let's build it ourselves now. So like, that's what
And then the parents will now have house and say that a child should
yeah, so you understand. So I feel like
there's some irresponsible children, I know. I'm not
no,
going
that
to-
one
they are
is very,
irresponsible
very
children.
understandable. And again, I feel like probably it's more understanding for we that actually as in live far from our parents. You understand? But as long as you are like you stay near, so I feel like there's no need to actually get an
They're in the same
apartment.
city with your
No, city difference at time. I might be in the same city, but then you understand, my
Yeah,
place
I
might be
know.
far to yours. But as long as it is very close, parents should please chill.
Getting your
Please
apartment safe, they might support you with that now.
If they're going to support is a different
It's
case.
a
But
different
if
thing.
they're not planning on supporting you, they feel like you're already
they
working.
should support you.
They should.
Ola, no parents are the same.
No,
When we actually come to understand that,
Yeah,
seriously,
I
no
know,
parents.
but it's only few that will just tell his or her child that okay, leave my house. Not like that. No, they don't do it. It's not done.
Okay, fine, it's not done, I understand. But then for those who are not so lucky to have no, I'm being serious.
Yeah,
Let me tell you,
no,
it's a different case for you to have a parent. It's a different case for you to have a mother. That's what people don't understand. There's a difference between being a mother and you being a parent. You understand? Everybody can be a mother. Let me tell you, not in fact, what are you telling me? I mean, I have like five mothers. You understand? My biological mom and my other mother. So you understand? Because these are the other people that actually kind of cared for me. But being a parent entails goes a long way than you just being a mother, because you have to fend for this person, you have to care for this person. Let me this person is fine, that's good shelter over his head, and like, you understand. So I'm not saying everybody is lucky to have good parents, but regardless, our parents need to actually understand that okay,
And we
this
need
person.
to calm down.
So you need to calm down. You understand? You need to forget this whole pressure. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
let's be
sometimes
honest,
they're not
let's-
trusting them.
there's
People
this
are
person
moving
that-
out like
yes,
themselves.
you
Yes,
understand
yes.
that okay, yeah. So just because
Peer pressure. I be
you
moved
understand
out.
exactly.
yesterday.
I moved that yesterday.
For
For me,
It's
why is moving out?
exactly. I need to actually move. So I need to get my own apartment.
I want to be able to go
forgetting
clubbing.
exactly, forgetting all the things that entail. I mean,
Sometimes you are not free enough in your house. Your babe wants to come. You will come and.
Ola,
your
now you're
parents
saying
are
what is actually in your mind. I want you to say that word. You say what's in your mind.
No,
No, let me tell you. I mean, we all want our privacy. I mean, who doesn't love his privacy? Someone like me, I love my privacy a lot. But sometimes I need to calm down my privacy when I'm at the cootie. Oh, whoa, it's not available. No, you understand? It's not available. Seriously, because let me tell you, the amount I've actually spent since I go here, to be honest, is way beyond my comprehension. Because I'm like, how did I even? But then this money I'm actually spending it on myself, not even on an outside. You understand?
Yes.
So I feel like there's some things that our parents need to actually chill, and we ourselves need to calm down. Yes,
calm
and don't rush, my dear. If you have the money, yes, you can, but let's just have that back of mind that
Sometimes
like,
you even
it is cold outside. Like
It's cold, very cold. Yo.
my dear, everywhere is not smiling. I mean,
Sometimes you even think you have the money.
my
When
dear,
you go
I
out,
went to the market which
you
day.
know.
Food stuff is now high. Like the price of food stuff is now high. You understand? Accommodation save is not even easy. So you understand? Not talk of you transporting yourself from where you are staying to wherever you are working and the like. So you understand? Not talk of you buying clothes and I mean things are very expensive. That's on yourself. Not even about you spending outside. Straight up. So I feel like this last question people already said it, but then I still need you to emphasize more. Like, what's your advice to youth? You understand? Who want to move out regardless of their passion
They should
and
chill.
cash
They should
at
calm
hand.
down.
That's true. So it's two ways for me. Yeah. It depends on opportunity. Now there's some kind of if you want a kind of career, if your parents or where you grew up is somewhere that cannot support the career path you've chosen, you might have to move out of your comfort zone. For example, now you want to chase an acting career. You know that you need a place
Yeah,
like Lagos or maybe
definitely, yes.
Asaba
Yes,
to
yes,
chase an acting career in Nigeria.
Mhm.
So if you are resided in a place that will not give you that, you might have to move out of your comfort zone to get what you want. But if you can develop yourself while still managing in your parents' house, please sit sit down inside the house.
Sit
Go
down.
outside is cold.
I mean, our parents can be our parents, but regardless, please just take it in. Just chill. When they just
the point
come
is
down.
that if
They
you want to
raised
move
you.
out,
Why?
They raised you. I mean, if you can survive all these years, why don't you just survive for the meantime?
the point is if you want to
Eventually,
move
you
out,
move out. Your time will come.
Your time will come, oh, my dear,
Eventually.
eventually.
if you want to move out, have a tangible reason, not just for the fun, not just because you
Okay,
want to
not because you want to have babe.
no,
Okay,
no.
not gonna
Have a
babe.
tangible reason, have a goal, have a reliable source of income. I'm mentioning, I'm sticking to that before you move out,
Definitely.
and you should just chill.
I
If
mean,
they can't
chill.
afford it.
So you guys, you already heard it all. Like, I know the pressure. I understand how annoying this everything. Like, this whole situation is. Regardless, please and please, my dear, check your pocket first. You get why? Check your pocket first, so you understand. Know what you haven't had, and make sure
Check your
that.
account balance.
I swear,
Don't
my
be
dear.
going with radio station account
As
balance.
it's all was like this, that went red, but then you
109
pray on God. So you understand? As in, so please just keep your head in the game, stay focused as I do say, and please be very careful. Don't let this peer pressure get to you now. It's not needed. Trust me, you're better than this. Like, I feel like when it's your time, you see that house, that mansion that I feel like that they actually think they beat or they move into, that they are paying 1.5 for house rent, but they use that one to build your house. I mean, just chill. Your time will come. You understand?
There's time
So
for everything.
there's time for everything, my dear. Show you, girl. So with this, we'll be actually saying our sign out, yeah, saying goodbye. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for I really love you guys. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you
Thank you
guys
very
for
much for
listening
having
and
me.
watching. Yeah, for our viewers, for our listeners, please don't forget to follow us on our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Cream Radio and TV. Please and please, we need your opinions, your criticism, yeah, your likes, very important. And continue to share our program. Yes, we're actually seeing the movement, but then you guys need to do more for us. Please now, guys, you understand. Alright, with this, I'll be saying goodbye, stay fit, eat well, very important, my dear guys of the situation. Eat well. Like me now, even if I want to die tomorrow, I don't know, so I need to eat well. Eat well. Alright, with this, I'll be saying bye bye. See ya next week.